I am Lithuanian. Or as my British friends pronounce it, foreign. You hear my accent, and maybe you are thinking, oh, she's from Eastern Europe. And maybe you are thinking, oh, she's in the UK trying to make a life and career for herself. And maybe you are thinking, has she been successful? Aren't you? Yes, I know you are. Some of you are thinking. When I arrived in the UK, I joined a public speaking club to improve my English. I was convinced my English wasn't good enough, despite the fact that I had been teaching in English at university for years. But that voice in my head kept saying, "Nah, your English isn't good enough. You will embarrass yourself." Do you sometimes have a negative voice in your head? Yeah. That's imposter syndrome. The feeling that you are not good enough, even though you are experienced and qualified in your work. Around 75% of adults experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. My imposter kept whispering to me, "Who do you think you are?" So I decided to yell back, "Just watch me." And I entered a humorous speech contest. I built my speech from scratch, writing, editing, rehearsing for hours. Around 4,000 speakers entered. I got through all the hits and came third in the national final. Yes, big speech applause. I felt amazing. I had worked hard and I had earned my success. This year, I was encouraged to compete again. But this time, life happened. I had a funny story, but I was overwhelmed with work. No time, no mental space to write and polish. So I tried something new. I sketched out my story, wrote a few prompts, asking AI to polish it. And I won 2 contests in a row. I received huge applause. But inside, I felt like a fraud. In the audience, there were 2 highly regarded, experienced writers, people who had spent decades crafting language. I was convinced my speech would betray me, that the sentences were too clean, the rhythm too perfect, the language too polished. For someone who once couldn't place an order in a fast food restaurant without falling over words. But after the speech, people said to me, "That was exceptional, the best speech of the night. How did you do it?" I smiled and accepted the praise. But inside, I felt 3 conflicting emotions. The first was joy, because I had won. The second was fear that someone would accuse me of using AI to write the speech. The third, I felt like a cheat. I doubted that I could have written such a good speech on my own. I felt like a foreigner in my own success, as if I had stolen an unpublished short story by Virginia Woolf. There's a new term for what I was experiencing: AI imposter syndrome. Traditional imposter syndrome says, "You're not good enough, despite the fact that you are working hard and being qualified and experienced in your work." But AI imposter syndrome flips this around. The doubt doesn't come from lack of ability. It comes from the lack of struggle. The feeling that your achievement was too easy because AI had done all the hard work for you. For generations, we were told the real knowledge and expertise comes with years of study and effort. But AI changes the rules entirely. If the tool is fast, and if the output looks impressive, then what part of the effort was actually me? This is not just happening to me. This is a widespread measurable human response to a technology that arrived faster than our confidence could keep up with. A 2025 Elon University research found that 33% of AI users have felt they were cheating when using AI tools. AI can access all the knowledge on the internet and can process it and synthesize it almost instantaneously. Therefore, using AI can undermine our identity as a creative or technical expert and can reduce our feeling of self-worth. I guess you have all used ChatGPT. Have you ever had that thought? Oh my God, it's much cleverer than I am. Yes, me too. Let's do a thought experiment. Imagine you are working on a big presentation, really important, high stakes, and you use AI to research it, structure it, and polish the language. You deliver it. It goes brilliantly. Everyone is impressed. But afterwards, what would your inner critic be saying? Would it be saying something like, "Do you really deserve the credit for that? Did AI do all the hard intellectual work for you? Could you have done something that good without it?" If you were thinking yes, then you are experiencing AI imposter syndrome. I would often ask, how much of this did AI do? But that's the wrong question. The right question is, what could only I do? While AI can generate clean sentences, it cannot generate my experience, my values, my empathy. That all belongs to my humanity. While I reflected honestly on my second winning speech, I knew it was my story, my humor, my message. I decided what to include. I used AI to polish it, and it was just the assistant. AI imposter syndrome made me feel like a foreigner in my own success. However, the moment I claimed my rightful ownership over my story, my voice, my judgment, I felt comfortable owning the success. And this matters because we're standing at a turning point. Not long ago, the default question at many job interviews was, "Can you use Microsoft Office?" By the close of this year, the core question will be, what AI tools can you work with? This technology is not going away, and the people who will thrive are the ones who will master it. AI can finish your sentences, but only you can write your story. If a Lithuanian woman who once felt 3 inches tall at a fast food restaurant can learn how to work with AI without feeling like a fraud, you can too. So next time you work with AI and you get a great result, don't be a foreigner in your own success.
Wow.